guys.
Hello.
Hey, guys.
All right, let's take out the cards and go to town.
Wait, cards?
It does feel like
The credit cards?
poker table.
But the thing is, would it be high stakes or would it be strip?
I'm ready for both. I'm ready for a high stakes strip game.
I think that is.
If we're doing strip, Olivia has to come back to the table. Come
All
on.
right, come on.
And we gotta wait for Debbie.
I guess soon.
How are you?
So how's it working on the cartoon?
It's a blast. It's a blast. It's one of the most.
This isn't your first.
This is my first.
Did you do voices for the OC cartoon? You didn't voice that at all?
There's not an OC cartoon.
He's been saying that to everyone.
I'm not making it up.
I've never heard of an OC cartoon. This is the OC
They
cartoon.
animated.
No. Really? No, there was a comic book.
They animated that comic book.
Was it a motion comic possibly?
No, it's fully animated, and it sounds
how
like
did they put it out? Like in what format? Like on DVD?
It's
like
online, and maybe it was on the DVDs, and
It's
it
not
sounds
me.
like you.
I mean, maybe they took dialogue from
Maybe
the show.
maybe that's what they did. I would thought you would know about it
I'm
too.
not even aware of it.
You're going to spawn a lawsuit. Keep it
No,
down.
it's still on
so
the,
much money for
My voice is used.
no, it's on TV.com.
Guys, this is not the time to fight about it.
Exactly. No.
No, this is blast, man. It's like kind of one of the most fun things you can do as an actor because it's incredibly comfortable. Yet you get all the freedom of you get the most freedom in terms of acting and movement or whatever you want to do. It's time. It's very time efficient, and I don't know. What can I say? It's fun to be a cartoon. It's to me, it really is a blast to be able to create something with nothing but your voice. Because as an actor, you always want to be challenged and you always want to play as much as you can. And when you're sitting there with nothing but a mic and you're trying to create this thing that is going to then inspire animators to bring it to life, it really is. It's cool and it's one of the most rewarding things to then see it play itself out for the first time because you have no idea how it's going to go. So for us today was really fun because it was the first time we had ever seen a pilot. Yeah.
How much freedom do they give you in the voice room to sort of improv? Oh, great. And they keep a lot of it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the things in the pilot, they let us just riff. So collaborative, and they're not precious at all. And they want input, and they want ideas, and they want jokes. And
Did any of those ad-libs actually make it?
Yeah.
So the animators had to rework because they had to change the script if you're using.
No, because
Or is it in-house? Is it all in-house?
They wouldn't start animating, I don't think, until after.
Okay.
So it wound up being fine. But like recently, I had to go back in and do ADR, and that's a little more tricky because you've got to animate it. You've got to go to the animation.
Especially when it's an ad-lib.
Yes.
Wait, what did I said that?
Exactly.
When did I say that?
But like you smell like Old Spice and balls and stuff like that was just like stuff that I riffed on in the room. It's
a great line.
And then they keep it, and you're like, oh, nice. I get a writing credit.
Now, you guys had your characters Mondo and Woody in the pilot had like an awesome. You had like an instant rapport. I mean, like there's a lot of chemistry between the two characters.
Yeah.
Did you guys do any recording together, or was it all separate, or
We did
it
like the
help?
first couple episodes together, and before Josh left for New York, and we also had a few table reads. I got to do the table reads with the rest of the cast for the rest of the show. Josh was there for the first 3, maybe. No, I was there for a while, but you may not remember me because at that time you didn't care. I didn't care. You weren't really. No, I wasn't. And then when Book of Mormon hit, you were like, oh, I got to get to know this guy. But at the time, I was just the guy in the back. They wouldn't even let me sit in the room. I had to sit in another room with the mic. Be like, hey guys, it's a great table read.
Andy Ricker. Just like Andy Ricker back in the day.
Yes, exactly. So we got a chance to build that rapport early on, and he and I have been doing this for 3 years now. We did the first Fox pilot, then waited, didn't hear anything for a year and a half, and then it came back. So voice lovers. Yes, we are.
I got a question for Adam. How native is the tone of the show, having grown up in San Diego?
Yeah, it's great. It's very native. Between that and DFC, I'm coming from I definitely know my way around beach culture and It's and I love it, you know. I mean, and I just I love that environment. And this one particularly, I mean, I almost like an animated one more than the real thing. Animated animation is it's such a wish fulfillment type environment. I mean, even in a suburb, even in The Simpsons, it looks beautiful, and the colors are so vivid, and just these stoner surfer little perverts. I love them, and I love that world. It's a world I prefer to almost any, for me personally, to any animated series I can think of. Not to say it's better or funny or anything, just the world is actually speaks to me in a way that the others don't.
Well, in that case, I'm going to have to follow up by asking, are you a stoner surfer pervert? Do you
want me to answer for you? Yes, he is. And
now it's not official, though.
That's the safest publicity. Who's my guy?
Your guy.
You
know what I'm saying.
My serious question.
He lives in California.
My
He doesn't need a guy.
is, if there's going to be a reunion movie, The O.C., where do you imagine the characters are right now?
Oh wow. What are they doing? I don't know. I think who's Seth doing? He probably works for like a tech industry type thing. You know, he probably works for some sort of Silicon Valley thing. And I don't know. I haven't actually gone through what they're all doing. I'm sure they're doing well. A few have probably died.
Damn overdoses.
Yeah, the overdoses, just, disease.
Well, without a camera on them, they probably live a lot longer.
What's that?
Without a camera on them.
Yeah, without the pressure and the spotlight. I know, but skin cancer, because California sun.
How old were you when you moved out of San Diego?
I was 19. But just to LA, not too far. I could still
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't need a guy. He lives in LA.
Got it.
Did you ever have trouble
Just needs a doctor.
having that high school mindset when you're doing the voices? I mean, some that they're...
No, I mean, I think not at all. I mean, you have the freedom. You're not on camera with your old face, so you can sort of be young. I'm doing it, and I think I'm still stuck in a high school mindset, so it's very easy. It's harder to play an adult, really. I always feel like I'm faking it. Like, I have a job. This is my job. I've got to go.
Kind of like me being here.
Yeah.
And then can you talk a little bit about what the cartoon is actually about? Like premise?
What it's about? Well, the premise is, it's about this fictional Playa del Toro, the Southern California beach town, and Josh plays Mondo, who's the newbie in from New Jersey. I play Woody, and I take him under my wing. We're both outcasts, and we both want a lot of the same things in life. There's a cast of characters inhabit this world, all funny and lovable in their own ways, and the trials and tribulations of high school.
I have a funny thing. As I was watching the show, pictured Josh as a fat Milhouse and you as a Bart Simpson who actually cares.
That's interesting.
And I thought
that's really funny. That is. Fat Milhouse. Milhouse is also a little Tony Hale, too.
Yeah, Milhouse is more
a little
Tony.
Watzka.
Right.
That's interesting.
Yeah. But he does, the thing is...
You're saying I sound like a woman.
Sorry.
The thing that's nice.
They both sound like a woman.
We've all either had these relationships or seen these relationships. This kind of idea of a bromance is something that, to me, is... I haven't seen an animated show that's really about a true person.
No.
So I guess South Park is about the boys, but this is about two boys who are, like you said, going through experiencing the trials and tribulations of being in
and actually living
middle school and yeah. And
unlike Beavis and Butthead, who'd be sitting from the TV all day.
No, and I think that's what's great. What's also really nice about it is the structure of the show is one that rewards you for watching. So it's, most animation is standalone. It's like you see any episode and it's about that. This is a continuation of established setups, especially in relation to them and Mondo and Gina. That's a relationship that builds. That doesn't, it's not just like the audience will be rewarded for watching, which I think is really cool.
I think it was apparent in the first episode by the end of the episode, she knows your name.
Yes.
You know, I think even within that episode, at the beginning of the first interaction, where I'm not even sure how much she, you know, recognized him as far as like their interaction,
Yeah.
and then going to Mongo, and then going to Mondo, and, you know, you see the progress within one episode.
Yeah, and it gets more and more involved throughout the season, which I think is pretty cool.
Did you guys record? Have you recorded every episode already, or
Yes.
Okay. So if it, like the new season happens and you record, you're still here in New York, will you be doing it here? Will you fly back out for it?
No, I'm able to record all my stuff out here.
You can record,
okay.
you know,
Yeah.
really any. I mean, your stuff.
Olivia, while she was doing Dread in Africa, was recording in the soundstage out there. Yeah, so it's like, you know, as long as there's a booth, you can do it.
The director's on Skype directly or something?
Yeah.
Do you need special recording equipment to do it on that kind of level, or can
Well,
you
you go to like a professional booth and they hire somebody.
Really, they can just use Skype.
The quality on there.
Well, the quality may surprise you.
I was like director. I was like Andrea Romano was like, yeah, do this, do that.
Yeah. Some people. I mean, look. Sometimes people. I remember there was a desperate need to have me record for the original pilot for Fox, and I couldn't get in, and they needed it immediately, and they had me literally record my lines over telephone. And I was like, wow. Okay. So that's where we
Some
are.
of the characters on the cell phone all the time.
Yeah. Exactly. Anything else?
I guess I have one question. Are there any favorite voice actors you might have molded yourself after?
I mean, my favorite, but I feel like Woody sounds a little bit like Barney, like Dinosaur, she never does that. There's a little bit Spicoli, and there's someone else in there that I'm forgetting, but yeah, Barney. I don't know who.
It's funny you say Barney first and Spicoli second.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of Spicoli when you said,
Yeah.
watched
So
it.
does Barney Stone.
Those guys are fat.
I base it off of myself.
Right.
So yeah.
When you do something like this, do you actually toy with the idea of doing a totally different voice as like your own? Is that really tempting for you, or how do you handle it?
Yeah, well, I sort of, I mean, when I auditioned, it was just, I was using the voice that I seemed to be able to wrap the words around, or vice versa. It just didn't seem to sound right in any other voice, so I tried a few on, including my own, and it was the one where the stuff sounded the most organic.